So, how about... Wala na ko.
Discuss ano ito lang. Loss. Wala naman.
Good evening, guys!
Hi guys, good evening.
So, in tonight's episode of Thirstdates,
We will be having avocado shake.
yeah,
Yay.
we will be having avocado shake while talking about us as a married couple. So,
English, good job. So, dito
it
sa
should
loob.
be. It should be English so that our fans from the US, our fans, quote unquote, from outside the Philippines would understand our conversations. So as what we have promised, this is another episode of Thirstdates where we talk about anything and everything while we are sipping or drinking or gulping something. So for this night, we will be having avocado shake because here in the Philippines, it's summertime and the fruits are in season, and one of them is Ron's favorite, the avocados. So let's go back to our main topic.
Okay, so what's our topic for today again?
It's us being a married couple.
Okay.
Or marriage. Oh God, motorcycles. So anyway, what made us settle down?
Okay, you first.
Me?
Yeah, what made you settle down?
Well, you asked. I said yes. That's it. No. Well, what made me settle down?
I don't know.
Basically because I'm in the right age, I think. Looking back, actually, during high school, we were made, I think, in one of our CLE or Christian Living Education subject, we were asked to write down our plans when we reach 20 to 30 years old. And I wrote down that I want to get married by age 25. But it did not happen.
Why?
Well, looking back, at age 25, I really don't have savings.
Oh, you don't have a boyfriend yet.
No. It's not just because of that. No. It's not just because of that. Even if I would be asked to get married at age 25, I would say no. Because I'm not even... Career-wise, I've only worked for about 2 years.
So what was your, or the right marrying age for you?
Ideally, it should be 25. It should be 25. But we married late.
Yeah.
We got married late. As compared to our peers, we got married late. You were already
32.
32. Were you 32? She was 32. I was 29, turning 30. So it was really late. I would think. So how about you? What made you decide to propose? I mean, you were the one who asked me.
Well, because I love you and I'm ready, and I'm already 32. But for guys, it really doesn't matter if your age 30 and above to get married, because I know somebody who got married by the age of 40. So I decided to ask Reg to marry me because I think it's just the right time to settle down,
I mean, how do you know? Because I was left to just say yes. You were the one who really decided to propose.
Because love works in a mysterious way.
Oh, gosh. That's not a good answer. I mean, that's not... Really, what made you...
No, I just...
What made you decide to just pop the question? And just to give you guys details, when he proposed, we were we were waiting for our my work service going to. I was working before in a soft drink plant. No, it was a water. It's a water bottling plant, which is part of a company that serves also soft drinks. So I guess you have an idea already. There's just, well, you only have two options. So anyway, we were waiting for the service going to work. We were under the
mango tree.
We were under the mango tree and we were just talking, and out of nowhere he asked me the question if he didn't actually ask me a question. He just said, let's get married, and as if I don't have a choice. Because he didn't ask me a question. If I remember it correctly, he did ask me a question.
Oh.
He just said, let's get married.
Let's get married. So it's okay.
Gahod na ga.
So here we are.
So yeah, here we are 5 years later. So what's the ideal age, really? There's no ideal age.
Well, for me, there's no ideal age, but if you want to get married, well, maybe it's just one way to, to say this. If you're mature enough and you're ready to spend the rest of your life with your what do you call this?
With only one person.
Yeah, with only one person. What's the term I used before? The significant other. Yes.
God's gift.
So, well, yeah. So, ask her, or just wait for the guy to ask first. Well, I don't know. Well, maybe if you have decided, or both of you will decide, then I guess that's it. Well, career-wise, financially stable, you're going to start a new family, so it's not appropriate to,
really
ask for your parents to shoulder all their expenses, You know what I mean?
And speaking of parents, when you get married, do you really need to move out right away, or there are some couples that still live with their parents even if they have a lot of kids already. But for us, we stayed with my side of the family for about a year, until we decided to move out. And even if we don't have a house yet of our own, we decided to rent out, so that you really get to be mature as a couple,
and you get to know each other better. So basically, with that idea, it's case-to-case basis here in the Philippines, because some of my friends are actually get married. They already have their own house, their own car, financially stable, so they actually moved out, from their parents' house. While in our case, we stayed with the Red's house
because we were saving for.
Well, actually, it's with our business, so actually we can't go to my place in La Carlota because it's too far. And then we stayed in Talisay, and actually we're just planning to to build a house as soon as possible.
Yeah, because rent expenses is something that we could actually use for something else. Yeah. So for 5 years, was it really that tough to get married? Of course, the first 6 months to a year, it's the honeymoon stage. Everything is blissful. There are things that Because as I understand it, if you're still boyfriend, girlfriend, you're still putting your best foot forward.
Yes.
Because, I mean, you're not yet, you're still afraid of losing that person. Because, again, you're not yet married. But for married couples, it took us about a year maybe until the honeymoon stage lasted.
Well, in our case, before we were boyfriends and girlfriends, we were friends
Yeah, we were.
in school. So we actually got the chance to know each other before, and then before we entered the relationship. So after that, it's kind of difficult for us because our first years as boyfriends and girlfriend, it's a long distance relationship. So we haven't had to experience how it to be like
To be really dating physically.
yes.
Physically
So,
together.
I think a couple of years after, we were able to get together or got together and then enjoyed our time with being boyfriends and girlfriends. And then after a couple of years, again we got married. Of course, there are some times that we quarrel on some petty things,
Most of
like
the time it's petty.
watching TV, and
I'm
me
guilty.
me buying a knee protector.
Guilty again.
Yes. So,
But to be fair, just for the
tubig. Sige na.
just to be fair, about the TV thing, our rule as a couple is we have assigned days for us to control the remote control. Yes. So, it was his day with the remote control. But for that day, I was watching one of my TV series. And all of a sudden, he just got the remote and just changed the channel. He wants to watch volleyball. I mean, I already know I want to watch it too, but to at least communicate it with me, tell me that, hey, I will watch volleyball now, I will change the channel. But all of a sudden, he just changed the channel. So I got mad. I was furious. It was rude. So
No, it wasn't true.
so we were talking.
We were actually waiting for that game. It's a volleyball game. We were both actually waiting, both excited for our school team to play. So I wasn't really expecting that she's going to burst out after
Because
I changed the
then
channel.
again, it was rude.
But the show that she's watching it was actually recorded. It's being stored in a USB, so she can actually
But then again, it was
watch afterwards.
rude.
So a couple of quarrels, petty things that it shouldn't be, or it should be, patch things up,
Right away.
Well, we haven't encountered any quarrels that lasted like a week or a couple of weeks.
But we're giving ourselves, we're giving each other time to mellow down, to think things over.
Yes.
Because you have
because
to.
it's a perfect opportunity for me to do everything I want.
No way. Well, for us, it works because you could not really, get back into the groove of things when you're still angry. Even if it's just petty stuff, we let things mellow down first, even if it's just over the next day. So we let things until one of us talk to each other again.
So
Because-
one of us gave up, which usually she's the one.
I'm not. My pride is not that But I never say sorry to you.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever say sorry to you?
Even if she's fault.
Well, that's my pride. I just don't want to admit that I was the wrong one.
Now, so we're married for turning 6 this year, 6 years of marriage. Really enjoying the time that we spent together. More travels in the future, and hopefully we'll be blessed with the greatest gift that we're actually wishing for.
We've been praying
for a long time. And then just a piece of advice that if you're married, just treat your partner, of course, trust, you're being your best friend and
Respect.
a lover. Respect, if not love. Okay? So,
thank you guys for watching this episode of Thirstdates. We will see you again next Thursday for another episode, another topic. Please do like our videos if you enjoy watching this. Please do share our videos to show some love and support. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you won't miss any of our videos.
thank you guys for your support. And
Till next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Huh?
Wala yung nigulo.
It looks gross.